everyone. I am still really recovering very gradually from my MRI, which is why I've been a bit sort of not around very much. But I thought I would do something slightly less energetic and I would review what I've been doing with my hair. Now, for those of you who don't know, when I first sort of started this channel, I was discussing the difficulty that some of us have with washing our hair. Now, sometimes it's the thing that you physically can't, and others it's the thing that you're so exhausted that it's just an extra thing that it's just like, wowzers, I can't do this today. And so I was finding alternatives. Now, one of the things is to do like a cocktail of shampooing and all that kind of thing, and it's very sort of intense wash, and then you can go for about 2 weeks. And that was okay. And then I've been trying for the last 3.5 months, I have not shampooed my hair, and I thought this was going to be really weird. But actually, it's been okay. And the method that I've used to kind of, alleviate sort of any kind of grease buildup or dirt buildup or anything is a medieval method that I learned from a documentary I was watching. And it is basically combing. It's amazing. And the natural oils, because obviously I haven't washed for so long, the natural oils, I have washed, but I haven't washed the hair. Only with water and a little bit of vodka. That's like twice in the 3 months that I've done it. Look how conditioned and shiny and lovely that looks. And I mean, I think that's the natural oils that have kicked in. So the first couple of weeks was a bit like, but the sort of the scratchy scalp thing that you get if you don't wash your hair for a while didn't happen. It was just amazing. And yeah, I really recommend this method, not necessarily as going, I'm never going to use shampoo again, but more sort of going, if you're not well enough, then using this combing method is a lot less energy using up, whatever it's called, than having to wash your hair physically and all that, the drying time and all that kind of thing. And then I'm going to talk you through it. So, as you saw before, I had my hair up, and so actually it is quite sort of scraggly and tangly, so this is actually good because it means that you can see the whole process. So we start with the wide part of the comb, and I like to part my hair because it just makes it easier. And then taking the wide part, you start at the bottom and you just comb through and just keep going until you get rid of all the tangles. Now obviously I've already done this, I've been doing it morning and evening every day, and I've already done this today, so that normally takes a little bit longer and a lot more hair comes out, but I'm just doing this to show you what it's like, really. So there we go, so that's the first comb. By the way, for some of you who think, oh wow, it's actually quite greasy, it's just like, I've done this on purpose so I can show you how to degrease it. So I'm very lovely. I'm just going to get the bin. Whew. Okay, so that is part one. I'm not bothered about parting. So part two, now you'll see here I've got a little bit of cornflour starch. That's because that's what I use to degrease it, but I'll show you that in a minute. But there you go, so the next part of the thinness of the comb, and by now it should all be detangled. And so now I'm doing this quite vigorously because I really like vigorously brushing my hair. When I've been really rubbish, I've just been like, so yeah, it's a lot less energy than like washing your hair. And it's been amazing as well because, like, I've had all these concerns and stuff. I thought, well, while I've been really not in the very sort of sociable healthness, sort of going out and stuff, not that I go out much anyway, but I thought, well, I could do this, and then if I have really scraggy hair days, it doesn't matter because my husband loves me anyway, basically, so it wasn't like skanking anybody else out. So there we go. That's the thin tooth comb part. Yeah, so the amazing thing is that the one thing I was really concerned about was that obviously because if you're not washing, you're like, okay, while you're waiting for the natural oils and stuff to kick in, what's it going to be like for like the smell and stuff? But because you are combing out the stuff that would normally create the smell, which is the dead skins and skin cells and stuff. Let's smell the comb. There it is. You basically don't have the problem because you're combing it out. So it's awesome. Then you get a knit comb, and I don't have knits, and that's why it's like, oh, it's really embarrassing buying them in the shop. But anyway, you just kind of cope. So then you take the wider part, because we're just working our way down, and you scrape away. And you can already see like how shiny and gorgeous that looks. And it's really important to do it all the way down. One thing that I did notice was that like the build up behind the ears is actually quite interesting. So sort of making sure that when you wash, that you wash behind the ears, which is like an old wives' tale normally, but it's actually true. Who knew? Oh, crumbs. So there we go. I'm going to do it both sides so I get a good build up to show you how much stuff I'm getting out of here. And when I first was doing it, I was just like, oh wow, no wonder you have to like wash your hair so much, because it's just gross. So I'm gonna, I don't know whether you can see, so some of that is hair, but a lot of it is gross stuff. I'll show you. You see that? That is from my scalp, and it's really sort of almost like Play-Doh. Which, you know, that's not just me. If you try it, you'll find it as well. And then go to the thin part. Whoop. And again, just really, I'm going to do close up. Really just scrape through. And it just works. So the medieval thing part of it was they were like scared of water because water in the time was just a bit nasty and gross, and so they were like, oh well, if we wash in water then we're probably actually going to get ill, which was actually a possibility, I suppose. And so they devised other ways, and this one really works. Like I've barely washed my hair in water. I've just done the combing mostly because of the whole drying time and stuff. So I think probably in the time that I've been doing this, I've actually sort of wetted my hair in the sense that I've washed it in water 4 times, I think, if that. And then doing the vodka spray twice, which definitely helped. That definitely helps also just really make sure my scalp was getting a proper clean. So this one, like, I've done loads. I'm just going to get the hair out because that's kind of obvious. But I'll show you that. Look at that. Oh, look, it's even worse that side. Gross. But you know, this is what builds up, and I've been amazed like how quickly. Like I did this morning. Look at that. Oh. So there we go. Yuck. But boy, does that work. And I've found like my hair's been really silky and soft and really sort of like healthy feeling. So I'm thinking probably there are some shampoos that aren't very good for your hair because my hair's never felt this good. So anyway, we're going to do the degreasing now. Okay, so some of you may have noticed it's slightly greasy. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing for that. So generally I do this over a sink because otherwise powder gets everywhere. I normally do this in my pyjamas because otherwise the powder gets all over my clothes. But hey, I'm just going to show you. So basically you take your cornstarch and you dip your comb in and it looks like that. So you just give it a shake. Ta-da! And then you comb. And you get like the little white bits, but that's okay because we are going to get rid of it. So I like combing it like this. Hello. I'm just going to do this so I can actually see. There we go, again. A bit more. And basically doing it in the places where you would normally spray like dry shampoo or whatever. And just going underneath as well. Woo! Just doing it so I can see. And then giving it a shake. There we go, look. Brand new. And yeah, I've just been amazed by this. Like I don't think I would have it as, right, I'm never going to shampoo my hair again, but it's just that thing of if you're not well enough, or if you're too busy, I don't know. But basically, the combing method really works. It doesn't take very long, and you get fantastic results. I wish you could sniff my scalp, which is a really odd thing to say, but it's the thing that it just smells okay. It's like it even smells like Mel smelt my hair one time. I'm just gonna do my party. Mel smelt my hair one time. She's like, "Oh, you smell like flowers." And I was like, I don't know whether that's my natural scent or what, but it was just like, oh, that's amazing. That's incredible how clean it's felt. And I don't quite know what to say, but it's been amazing, and I really recommend it, particularly if you're having, like, if you've had a relapse. For me, relapses took about 3 months to get over, to sort of get better from, and that's a long time to not wash your hair. But if you can't do it, then you can't do it, in which case you have to find alternatives, and the combing method really works. And let's face it, combs aren't that expensive, and so it's totally worth it. And there are also ways in which you can create volume as well. So again, because obviously if you're using products in your hair, then washing those out might be a bit interesting. So it's to push the comb in and then comb up like that. You see the volume there? So yeah, it's been amazing, and I seriously recommend this. I didn't think I was going to, because I thought it was going to be just like crazy and you just have really bad hair days. But hopefully you've seen through my videos. I mean, I haven't made any special effort with my hair in the videos, and you see, like, okay, there's not particularly one day where it's like, oh, this is absolutely terrible. And yeah, it's definitely sort of helped make me feel a lot healthier with my hair. It's really good. Okay, please like and subscribe, and let me know how you get on if you try this method. Okay, lots of love. Bye.